halfway line. Real Madrid just enjoying possession of the ball. Little for them to play for at the moment. Villarreal still with hopes of European football for next season. They've certainly got to put their best foot forward this afternoon. It's going to be very tough against Real Madrid on their very long unbeaten run. Throw in for Los Blancos midway inside the Villarreal half. Fran Garcia in possession, having taken the throw. Now Luka Modric. Rudiger again. Modric gets his head up and just chips the ball forward to Joselu. Joselu finds a man and it's played forward. Arda Güler with a strike, and Arda Güler breaks the deadlock in the 14th minute. The Turkish youngster scoring his 5th goal of the La Liga season. He'd got 3 in his last 4. Make that 4 in his last 5. Just 19 years of age. What a star this young man is turning out to be. Fantastic finish by the Turkish international, and Villarreal's hopes of European football have just been dealt an early blow. Lovely ball forward by that man Luka Modric. He found Joselu. Joselu knew exactly where Fran Garcia was. Garcia forward to Arda Güler at the edge of the area, who set himself nicely, got the ball out of his feet, and with his left foot buried it in the bottom corner past Philip Jurgensen, and Arda Güler breaks the deadlock. Villarreal 0, Real Madrid 1. Back underway. What can Villarreal do to try and upset the champions this evening at the Estadio de la Cerámica? They've lost the ball again, and Real Madrid quickly getting bodies forward once more. Güler gets knocked as he plays the ball square to Brahim Diaz. Diaz once more finds Modric. Lovely little reverse pass from Modric. Looking for Diaz again, but this time Villarreal win possession back. They tried to find Guedes, but stepping forward was Militao. So win possession for Real Madrid again. Militao over the halfway line and wide to Real Madrid's number 17, Lucas Vázquez. To the Brazilian again, who links up with his German centre-back partner, and then to the Ukrainian goalkeeper, Andrei Lunin. Forward pass along the floor from the goalkeeper. Fran Garcia in possession. Back to Rudiger. Now it's Luka Modric. Militao linking up with Modric again, and Modric plays a long ball cross-field, and Mosquera just gets across to head the ball out for a throw-in. Throw in to Real Madrid midway inside Villarreal territory. They take it quickly. Brahim Diaz involved again, as is Rudiger. And our pass there from Fran Garcia was behind Luka Modric, and a chance for Villarreal to break. They're trying to break with speed. They find Alexander Sorloth midway inside the Real Madrid half, just having to hold the ball up and wait for support to arrive. It comes from Alberto Moreno. Moreno with a cross towards the back post. It's a good header at the back post, on target. It was met by Gerard Moreno, and well saved by Andrei Lunin. Vázquez now over the halfway line for Real Madrid, who are being so quick to respond to whatever Villarreal throw at them in the opening 18 minutes of this game. Wide to Fran Garcia. Back to Dani Ceballos. Now Modric. Plays the ball forward. Brahim Diaz. He takes the strike on and is straight down the throat of Jurgensen, who claims this one. He'll be happy just to settle his nerves again Made a rather unorthodox save a couple of minutes before the goal, which he didn't really stand a chance with. They'll be happy just to gobble that one up. Playing their way out of trouble. Submarino Amarillo. And they do well up to Alexander Sorloth on the. This one might break the host's way. Touch from Sorloth. Spread out wide to Ilias. One touch that was too heavy. Ended the attack. Rudiger just booting the ball away. Now the first sign. First chance that he had to intercept that one. Real Madrid champions again in Spain. Manchester City just a few minutes ago confirmed as champions of England for the fourth time in a row. Jurgensen forward to Sorloth, wide to Gonzalo Guedes on the left wing. There's space for him to move into. Guedes away from Vasquez, and a good tackle by Valverde, but it breaks to Gerard Moreno and then wide to Ilias Akomash, and he puts his shot with his left foot over the top of the bar. Didn't really get the curl and dip on the ball that he was hoping for. An opportunity gone for Villarreal, who find themselves 1-0 behind in the 20th minute, because 6 minutes ago de Goulet buried an opportunity past Philip Jurgensen, and Real Madrid are ahead again. Their form in all competitions, of course, has been fantastic, but their recent league form really has been something to behold. They're on an 8-match winning run in La Liga. They were last held to a 2-2 draw by Valencia on the 2nd of March. 8 wins in a row since, and the last 4 they've won by an aggregate of 13 goals to 0. Coming against Real Sociedad, Cádiz, Granada, and then 5-0 last time against Alaves. And the bad news for Villarreal is that those wins have been getting progressively better. 1-0, 3-0, then 4-0, and then 5-0 last time out. It's already 1-0 here, but they've given the ball away. Moreno, Alberto Moreno that is, reading the attempted ball, looking for Luka Modric well, and he puts his cross in, but it's a poor one. And Real Madrid with Andre Lunin able to clear up to Brahim Diaz. Ceballos and Modric linking up, and now with Valverde in the middle. Ceballos once more, his former team Arsenal having to settle for the runners-up spot in the Premier League. Eder Militao. Lucas Vasquez back to Valverde, who's part of the back line at the moment. His pass to Rudiger not the best, but Rudiger can find his goalkeeper Lunin with ease back into the starting lineup. Andre Lunin, you can say that about 9 of the Real Madrid players. Only Eder Militao and Federico Valverde keeping their place as Goulet comes forward. Vasquez gets the byline, puts the cross in, headed away, only as far as Modric, but his touch is a bit heavy and cleared away by Villarreal. Looking to break quickly, and they try to find Alexander Sorloth with the ball just ahead of him at the edge of the area. It was Gerard Moreno looking for the big Norwegian. And Eric Bailly, who started that off by intercepting the ball to Luka Modric. Ends up in the centre forward position there at Real Madrid, able to clear the ball away. And it will be Alberto Moreno to take a throw in. Level with the edge of the Real Madrid area. Finds Sorloth. Sorloth back to Moreno. Infield, and the shot. It was Gonzalo Guedes there. His shot ricochets off a Real Madrid defender. It's gone out of play for a corner. A quarter of the match has elapsed so far. Opportunity for Villarreal. It's going to be a in-swinging corner from Dani Parejo. Over it comes now towards the near post. It's flicked on. Is it going to be forced in? There's a mad scramble on the line. and the ball eventually goes out for another corner. There was just a melee of yellow and white bodies inside the 6-yard box. I couldn't see the ball for a good 3 or 4 seconds there, and eventually it just got spat out and out of play for another corner. It was flicked on at the near post by Yerson Mosquera, and then it was headed back almost into his own net by Militao, and Lunin reacted superbly to prevent the own goal. Another corner comes over now, and this one is sent wide. Or was there another deflection? The referee is pointing for another corner. I think it came off Eden Militao last once more. Real Madrid at sea from these corners at the moment. The ball just came off the foot of Lunin from that first corner. Didn't really know anything about it, and Militao can count himself very fortunate not to have an own goal to his name. Over comes another corner. This one is very poor, and it's easily cleared at the near post by Brahim Diaz. Gonzalo Guedes beats Arda Güler to the loose pass, but he has to go back to his goalkeeper. Jorgensen just Cuenca. Jorge Cuenca looking to his outside, where he finds the number 10, Dani Parejo. Santi Comesaña on halfway. Slots the ball through to Sorloth. Out to the right. Comesaña looks for Parejo, but the pass was poor. It's between him and Akomash, and Real Madrid. The number 10, Dani Parejo. Santi Comesaña on half on the Real Madrid right hand side. Lunin eventually clears away, having taken a 1-2 with Valverde. It's coming back their way again. Villarreal back to Ilias Akomash, trying to take on Fran Garcia. He's inside the area, lays it off. Moreno tries to cross from the corner of the area, but it's blocked, and it falls Jorge Cuenca's way. They'll come over to the left hand side now. Alberto Moreno cuts in field. Back to Ilias Akomash, trying to take on Fran Garcia. He's inside the area, lays it off. Moreno tries to cross from the corner of the area, but it's blocked, and it falls. Jorge keeps it away from Arda Güler. Great pressure this. Gonzalo Guedes now. No option for him down the Real Madrid right hand side. Lunin eventually clears away, having taken a 1-2 with Valverde. It's coming back their way again. Villarreal to Yerson Mosquera, and the ball to a good minute or so of keeping the ball on the edge of the Real Madrid area, moving it from side to side. Villarreal just couldn't quite. Gonzalo Guedes looking wide to Yerson Mosquera, and the ball just too far ahead of him. Arda Güler. Infield to Modric. Touch from him. We're in the 27th minute of the game. Arda Güler. Gonzalo Guedes along the halfway line to Valverde. He was quickly crowded out and loses the ball. Guedes, though, loses it, but illegally, says the referee. No option for him down the Real Madrid right hand side. Lunin eventually clears away, having taken a 1-2 with Valverde. It's coming back their way again. Villarreal turn it out to the left wing. Alberto Moreno is out there. He's going to try and take on Arda. Kick short. Back to Eric Bailly. Now they turn it out to the left wing. Alberto Moreno is out there. It's Villarreal take the and Gerard Moreno. Dani Parejo a few yards inside his own half. Squares the ball to Eric Bailly, who fancies little chink. No option for him down the Real Madrid right hand side. Lunin eventually clears away, having taken a 1-2 with Valverde. It's coming back their way again. Villarreal cycling by Villarreal, and the ball forward from Cuenca won't quite reach the ball, and they regain possession. In Villarreal's possession by Guedes. Good recycling by Villarreal, and the ball forward him and Luka Modric on the Real Madrid right hand side, and back to Goulet, won't quite reach him. Good tackle by Alberto Moreno. Arda Goulet now, quick 1-2 between him and Luka Modric on the Real Madrid right hand side, and back in Villarreal's possession by Guedes. Good recycling by Villarreal, and the ball forward there Soloth, and he had time and space there to take that one on himself or play a much better. No option for him down the Real Madrid right hand side. Lunin eventually clears away, having taken a 1-2 with Valverde. It's coming back their way again. Villarreal Fran Garcia linking up with Brahim Diaz over on the left hand side. Back in by Antonio Rudiger. He spotted Fran Garcia played Modric. Quick 1-2 with Vasquez. Back out wide to him. There's a crossing opportunity for Vasquez. He puts it over. It's a great cross, and that's 2-0. No option for him down the Real Madrid right hand side. Lunin eventually clears away, having taken a 1-2 with Valverde. It's coming back their way again. Villarreal shown some skill. They've shown plenty of bite, but they are so industrious in their play. They've shown some skill. They've shown plenty of nil, Real Madrid 2. 30 minutes of this game. Real Madrid, champions already, of course, can play with such freedom. And Vasquez, a lovely cross from. No option for him down the Real Madrid right hand side. Lunin eventually clears away, having taken a 1-2 with Valverde. It's coming back their way again. Villarreal stand a chance. For Joselu, it's his 10th goal. His goal against Cadiz at the start of the month was his first. For the second time this afternoon, did not stand a chance. For Joselu now might be completely in vain, because there is a VAR check. He may have gone against Bayern Munich. Everything I might be saying now might be completely in vain, because there, for the second time this afternoon, did not stand a chance. For Joselu this afternoon is Alejandro Jose Hernandez, and on VAR duty without Eduardo ahead of him, but we are having a VAR check. Our referee this afternoon is Alejandro Jose Hernandez. For the second time this afternoon, did not stand a chance. For Jose Ursula, the verdict is that Joselu did stay onside, and that means it is Villarreal 0, Real Madrid 2. 32 minutes gone in the game now, so we had a stoppage in play for a couple. For the second time this afternoon, did not stand a chance. For Jose Ursula, the verdict is that Joselu did. No option for him down the Real Madrid right hand side. Lunin eventually clears away, having taken a 1-2 with Valverde. It's coming further back. They're in great form. Won their last 2, but 4 of their last 5. 1-0 win against Girona, the long-time leaders of the league. But let's not count them out just yet. Moreno with the cross. Cleared away at the near post after Soloth played the ball out wide to him. Well back by Guedes, but illegally, says the referee. Free kick to Real Madrid deep in their own territory on their right-hand side. Lucas Vázquez drawing the foul. I realised that after 33 minutes, because we did go to you late with this commentary, but it's Eder Militao and Federico Valverde, the only two men who kept their places in the starting lineup this afternoon for Real Madrid. Ball forward to Guedes, to Moreno now, the corner of the area. His touch really heavy, and that's where the attack ends. We've also got Dani Ceballos, Antonio Rudiger, Arda Güler, Luka Modric, Andre Lunin, Joselu, Lucas Vázquez, Fran Garcia, Brahim Diaz, in no particular number or position order or formation there. And those are the 11 starters for Real Madrid this afternoon. 34 minutes pretty much gone in the game. Another foul committed, this one by Gonzalo Guedes on the youngster Arda Güler. And it'll be another free kick for Real Madrid. Another one deep in their own half of the field on their right wing. The referee just checking that Güler is okay. Seeing a freeze frame of the offside decision. Well, of course, an onside decision in the end, and it was hair's width that Joselu managed to stay onside. Timed his run to perfection, and he made the score 2-0 to Real Madrid. Good news, though, for Villarreal is that Girona have taken the lead against Valencia, so they won't be slipping down the table at this rate. Villarreal. Another ball played wide to Alberto Moreno, but his pass is behind Gonzalo Guedes, and Real Madrid trying to clear their lines. Vázquez forward to Modric. The ball just too far ahead of him, picked up by Cuenca. There's a pocket of space now for Gerard Moreno to work in. Looks for Soloth. Ball breaks back to Comesaña. He looks out wide for Moreno, but he can't find him. And Real Madrid have won themselves a throw-in midway inside their own half. Lucas Vázquez preparing to take it. Finds Luka Modric. Ball played back now to Eder Militao. Rudiger uses Andre Lunin back into the starting lineup. He's sat out the last 3 with Thibaut Courtois, the last 4 in fact. Kepa played 1 game, and then Thibaut Courtois returning from injury. Back between the sticks for the last 3 games. In La Liga, that is, of course. Andre Lunin playing against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. So a big decision that Carlo Ancelotti will have to make. Is he going to go with Courtois, with just 3 games played all season after cruciate ligament and meniscus injuries? Or is he going to go for the understudy who's performed well all season, Andre Lunin? That's something we're not going to find out until the 1st of June, the Champions League final at Wembley Stadium against Borussia Dortmund. But if today's match against the team in yellow is anything to go by, it's going to be a good day to be a Real Madrid fan for that final in London. Gerson Mosquera into Santi Comesaña, now Dani Parejo. Parejo trying to get away from Arda Güler. The referee says foul against Arda Güler. And they take the free kick a little bit too quickly and not in the right position, Villarreal, so they're brought back. Free kick 15 yards inside Real Madrid territory. You play it short to Parejo. Back to Comesaña. Bailly now square to Cuenca. Does well to find Parejo once more. Held up well by Gerard Moreno. Back to Comesaña. Mosquera with the cross. It's just behind Soloth. He does well to stretch out a leg and keep possession, but the attack has slowed down somewhat. They do recycle with Comesaña. Moreno out wide. Linking up with Akomash. Akomash turns into the area, but it gets crowded out. Good defending at the back by Real Madrid. Oh no, they're giving it away. Soloth with a header, and Soloth has scored. And Real Madrid a little bit too sloppy out the back. It looked like they'd done enough, but Villarreal did not give the opportunity up. And such a simple ball forward in the end. Really good work by Gerson Mosquera. Dani Ceballos caught in possession, got the ball caught under his feet, went under pressure from Gerson Mosquera, who just got his head up and with his first touch crossed the ball with his outside of his foot, and he knew exactly where to find Alexander Soloth, who planted his header beyond Andre Lunin, and Lunin back into the starting lineup, and he doesn't get a clean sheet. Real Madrid's long period without conceding in the league comes to an end. Alexander Soloth, the man to end it with his 20th goal of the La Liga season. What is it about big goal-scoring centre-forwards in Norway? Most countries would be delighted to have one. They've got two. Not that it gets them anywhere on the international stage. Alexander Soloth, 20 goals in 33 La Liga appearances for him. And he's made it Villarreal 1, Real Madrid 2. But Real Madrid coming again. They're playing the ball into Modric. Little flick and a shot. Oh, and it's immediate. Immediate the response from Real Madrid. Lucas Vázquez, of all people, has scored a goal and an assist for him against Barcelona last month. He's grabbed another one forward from the back, and after all their hard work to get back into the game, Villarreal, the champions Real Madrid, showing exactly why they have romped to the La Liga title, and they've restored the 2-goal lead. And a little flick there from Brahim Diaz into the path of Vázquez, who had made his way forward from the back, was absolutely sublime, and he guided it past Jorgensen. And I think I'm going to get quite tired this afternoon of saying that Jorgensen didn't stand a chance. Well, that's 3 for 3 inside 41 minutes. Supreme from Real Madrid. It's Villarreal 1, Real Madrid 3. We're not at half time yet. Underway again. Villarreal look to Ilias Akomash on the right wing, but he can't take the ball in his stride. Recovered by Real Madrid, who find Valverde via Andre Lunin. Vázquez, the goal scorer. 3 for the season for him. Also scored against Alavés back in December. Just enjoying position inside their own half at the moment. Real Madrid. Eder Militao plays the ball square to Rudiger. Vázquez goes back to the German. Forward now, Brahim Diaz with another lovely little touch. This one to Ceballos, but he couldn't make the most of it. He couldn't find Vázquez, who again was making a run, this time down the Real Madrid right wing. Gonzalo Guedes tries to get something moving now for Villarreal. The ball has been played back out to him on the right wing. Puts the cross in. It's a really good one. It's just been flicked, but not on target. It's come all the way out to Alberto Moreno on the left wing. His cross is blocked. He's gone out for a throw. Villarreal definitely not lying down. Home crowd still very much behind them, and they'll want to try and eke out another chance in the next 2.5 minutes before we hit 45. Moreno again. Now Dani Parejo. He's back. Cuenca, and Cuenca loses out. Great work by Brahim Diaz again to put Villarreal under pressure. Dani Ceballos. Now Arda Güler. Tight to the left wing. Now he comes infield. Takes the heat out of the attack by playing it back to Antonio Rudiger. He comes up to the halfway line now. Vasquez again, cutting in from the Real Madrid left. Now Federico Valverde to Luka Modric on the halfway line. Modric out wide to the right, links up with a 1-2 with Vasquez. Good tackle there on Dani Ceballos, but Jorge Cuenca had no option but to concede a corner. Looks like they're enjoying themselves. Smile on the face of Arda Güler as he gives a thumbs up to one of his teammates. It is scary to think this is pretty much a second string lineup for Real Madrid. Luka Modric not happy with where the assistant referee is standing. He puts his corner over towards Rudiger, and Rudiger gets underneath it. And his header goes harmlessly over the top of Philip Jurgensen's crossbar. We're in the final minutes of the 45. We had a stoppage for a couple of minutes for the VAR check for Joselu's goal. Other than that, no real stoppages, so probably won't be too many minutes added on at the end of this first half. This Real Madrid player has gone down over on the far side, and Soloth is getting talking to from the assistant. It's Militao who's down. I didn't see what happened there. Soloth was just trying to wrestle Militao for the ball. Militao went down and knocked the ball out of play. Not too much wrong there from Alexander Soloth, as far as I can see. I'm not really sure why it merited such a telling off from the assistant referee. Real Madrid clear the ball long. Eric Bailly heads it forward, but only to Brahim Diaz. Diaz tries to skip away from a couple of challenges, but he can't find Arda Güler with this pass. Maybe one more chance for Villarreal. They look for Soloth through the middle, but a good covering challenge from Eder Militao. We are inside injury time at the end of the first half. No signal from the fourth official or on my screen about how many minutes were added on. And we continue for now. There is a signal 4 minutes, in fact, so I think there was maybe a stoppage early before we got live pictures for you. Philip Jurgensen beaten 3 times by Real Madrid in this first half. His opposite number on the ball now, Andre Lunin. Long clearance from him, and it's right onto the feet of Lucas Vázquez, who's been switching wings this afternoon from the fullback position. Valverde, Güler and Modric now all involved in the middle of the park. They go wide to the left wing now. Dani Ceballos cutting in. Joselu as well. Joselu and Brahim Diaz linking up 15 yards inside the Villarreal half. Villarreal will be desperate not to concede again before the half is up. Modric forward to Güler, who's gone down. I think the referee is playing an advantage there. It's back with Modric. Goes wide to Vázquez. Oh, and nobody spotted the run into the area from Arda Güler. Can he finish? He can! It's all too easy now. Arda Güler ghosting into the Villarreal area, and nobody spotted him. Everybody was ball watching in the Villarreal defence. I said they'd be desperate not to concede one more before the half. It's easily cleared at the near post by Brahim Diaz. Gonzalo Guedes beats Arda Güler to the loose pass, but he had Arda Güler, and from 4 goals for the season, he scored 2 more in one half. He's up to 6 for the campaign. The man who arrived with much interest from Fenerbahce in the summer. Such a simple ball forward from Vázquez. Played the ball along the floor to Güler, who definitely stayed onside. Set himself, and from 6 yards out, he was at the corner of the 6-yard box, so not the greatest angle for him to work with, but he slotted it beyond Jurgensen. Bailly desperately trying to cover. Too little too late from the former Manchester United man. And we're not at halfway yet, and it's Villarreal 1. Real Madrid, the unstoppable Real Madrid, 4. Moreno now forward to Soloth. 1 more minute of the initial 4 still to be played. Chips over the top looking for Guedes, does well. Wide to Mosquera. They have switched off a couple of times at the back, Villarreal, but other than that, you can't say they've played particularly badly. And they find Surloff now at the edge of the box. Surloff tries a shot, it's blocked well by Antonio Rudiger. Chance still alive with the ball over on the right wing. Over it comes, headed away well though. Vasquez is there again, he's everywhere this afternoon for Real Madrid. Wide now to Alberto Moreno. Still time, still about 20 seconds or so left of the 4 minutes they're added on. They find Guedes now, 25 yards out. Surloff lays it off to Mosquera. Mosquera again gets to the byline, fires it across. Lunin just has to palm it away. And maybe now a chance to break. They've done enough, Real Madrid, and Goulet is bursting forward. He goes down pretty much on the halfway line. There's going to be a yellow card shown by the referee. And it's Alberto Moreno who has been given the first tarjeta amarilla of the afternoon. Real Madrid take the free kick quickly. Brahim Diaz now been forced back, as is Dani Ceballos, after wasn't really enough support. They're going to have to move the ball forward quickly if they are going to find another before the half is over. Real Madrid seem like they're just content with 4 as they play the ball back into their own half. Rudiger in possession. We've had almost 5 minutes added on at the end of this first half. Lunin again. Eder Militao out wide. Vasquez just chips it to Ceballos, who just gets knocked off the ball by Alberto Moreno. But that is where the referee blows his whistle for half-time. And for a large part, Villarreal have played well, but somehow they find themselves 4 goals down. Arda Güler open the scoring. He scored twice in this first half. Joselu and Lucas Vasquez have also scored for the champions. Real Madrid 4. Join him in around 10 minutes time. But at half-time, it's Villarreal 1, Real Madrid 4. Join him in around 10 minutes time. Audio coverage, unofficial audio coverage that is, of this La Liga fixture from the Estadio de la Cerámica. It's Villarreal 1, Real Madrid 4. Arda Güler giving Los Blancos the lead early on. Joselu doubled their advantage before Alexander Surlov pulled one back for Villarreal, who have put the champions under plenty of pressure during the opening 45, but two late goals, one from Lucas Vázquez and a second from Arda Güler, has made this half-time score Villarreal 1, Real Madrid 4, and that's going to prompt two changes, at least two changes by the looks of things, possibly more by Marcelino. He's getting ready to bring on Raúl Albiol. And it looks like he's going to be replacing Jorge Cuenca. Also, Dani Parejo is being taken off for Francis Coquelin. Neither of those players involved the last time out. Back into the side and back into the lineup. And also Bertrand Traoré, former Aston Villa man, is replacing Ilias Akhomach. So three changes at the break for Marcelino. Clearly was not happy with his side's performance in the first half. Raúl Albiol, the club captain, takes the armband back. No changes by looks of things for Carlo Ancelotti's men, which means that it's Jorgensen in goal for Villarreal, back four of Mosquera, Bailly, Albiol and Alberto Moreno, who's been booked. Traoré, Comesaña, Coquelin and Gonzalo Guedes in midfield. Gerard Moreno and Alexander Surlov up front. Real Madrid have kicked us off for this second half. They're playing from right to left as I look at things on my screen. Long ball pump forward is dealt with by the Villarreal back line. Comesaña plays the ball back to his goalkeeper Jorgensen, who's being put under a little bit of pressure, but he does well to find Mosquera. He chips the ball in field and finds Comesaña well. This is a good swift attack from Villarreal, and I put the curse on it. There was one pass too many, looking for Gerard Moreno, and a rather punchy ball out wide to him was too difficult for him to control. And Real Madrid begin an attack from their goalkeeper André Lunin. In front of him are Lucas Vázquez, Eder Militao, Antonio Rudiger and Fran Garcia. Fede Valverde, Dani Ceballos and Luka Modric are in midfield. Brahim Diaz, Joselu and Arda Güler are in attack. Touch for Raúl Albiol to Alberto Moreno. Gonzalo Guedes in field. Takes the ball back from Santi Comesaña out to Mosquera. Comesaña once more. Space for him to move into inside the Real Madrid half. Well, the pass out wide to Bertrand Traore is somewhat telegraphed, and Fran Garcia picks it up well. Runs into a bit of trouble himself, though. And Villarreal can take possession from pretty much from where they started. Or pretty much from where they lost out, I should say. Around 10 yards inside the Real Madrid half. Coquelin out wide to Moreno. Back now with Eric Bailly, plenty of former Premier League men combining. And now Mosquera on the right. Forward to Bertrand Traore. He's trying to take on Fran Garcia. He's got a man in front of him, Gerard Moreno down the line. He picks the ball up, pass in field to Comesaña. Lays it off to Traore. In the centre of the Real Madrid half now, Coquelin to Traore again. Wide to Moreno. Moreno with a cross, and that's another fantastic goal. And it's the same idea for Villarreal, across from the right, the same target, Alexander Sørloth, and the same result. He heads the ball past Andre Lunin, and it's the 6th goal of the afternoon. We're only 2.5 minutes into the second half. Villarreal have pulled another back. It's Villarreal 2, Real Madrid 4, and that was a wonderful header from the big Norwegian centre forward. He got in between Antonio Rudiger and Eder Militao, who were just left to look at each other and did well, but somehow they find themselves 4 goals down. Arda Güler opened the scoring. He scored twice in this first half. Joselu and Lucas Vázquez to Lunin's right. Both times Lunin could do nothing to keep them out. And Alexander Sørloth makes it 21 goals for him this campaign. He scored 21 of the 62 that Villarreal have scored in La Liga this season. In field now, Villarreal in possession once again after Real Madrid gave it up after the kickoff. They moved it wide to Bertrand Traore. He holds the ball up, waits for support, which arrives in the form of Gerson Mosquera. Comesaña forward to Sørloth. Sørloth quickly to Moreno, who tried a rather unorthodox ball across field looking for Gonzalo Guedes, but it was far too far in front of him. It goes out of play. It's going to be a goal kick. Real Madrid play the goal kick short. And attack down the right hand side. Modric then goes cross field. Ball just about reaches Fran Garcia. He knocks it back into the path of Dani Ceballos. Fran Garcia again cuts in field from the wing and plays the ball back. Fede Valverde now. And he finds Fran Garcia once more, who continues his run over the halfway line. Back to Dani Ceballos, and he plays a wonderful cross-field ball back out to Arda Güler. Really has to reach for it, and he does well, and brings the ball down. Fantastic work by Arda Güler. Vázquez. Modric then from 25 yards. Oh, it's just wide. Lovely first-time shots from the veteran Croatian. And it just curled away at the last minute from Philip Jurgensen's goal. He's trying to bend it into the bottom corner, Luka Modric. A couple of yards wide in the end. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Plenty of substitutes warming up for Real Madrid. Camavinga, Rodrigo, Nacho as well. All getting warm. Might be called upon later on. Gerard Moreno now does well, and Bertrand Traore, who does even better as he gets beyond Fran Garcia into the area, and his cross goes straight into Andre Lunin, who'd positioned himself well at the near post. Bertrand Traore got a little bit fortunate to get past Fran Garcia, has to be said. Put under pressure from Antonio Rudiger, but he did well to get to the byline, the Burkinabe international. Real Madrid still comfortable in their 2-goal lead. They responded immediately after Sørloth pulled one back in the first half. Only a minute went by before Vázquez restored the 2-goal advantage. But it's been pretty much all Villarreal since Sorloth's second goal. In possession at the moment, 15 yards inside his own half, is Eric Bailly forward to the halfway line. Gonzalo Guedes turns, goes wide to Moreno. No chance for Moreno to move forward, so he finds Bailly again. Links up with Francis Coquelin, not once but twice. Coquelin just threads the ball through nicely then to Moreno, who in turn finds Sorloth. Sorloth, he's on the hat-trick inside the area. Can he finish? He can finish! What a game we have on our hands at La Ceramica. Alexander Sorloth has scored a hat-trick for Villarreal. We're only 6 minutes, almost 7 into the second half. And Marcelino's triple substitution at half-time has paid dividends. His side have pulled 2 goals back. But it's Alexander Sorloth who was a little bit fortunate there. Gerard Moreno from the halfway line threaded the ball through to the Norwegian striker. He tried a shot with his right foot as he was bearing down on goal. Militao managed to block it, but the ball just then set up nicely for Sorloth. He got a second bite at the cherry. Andre Lunin got a hand to the second shot, but he couldn't get enough on it to keep it out. And Alexander Sorloth has scored his 25th goal in all competitions. He's scored 3 in Villarreal's UEFA Europa League campaign. He's up to 25 now. He's scored 11 in his last 11. Make that 14 in 12. And it's Villarreal 3, Real Madrid 4. What an exciting game we have. Real Madrid didn't look like conceding in the league. The game after game, well, Villarreal have put 3 past them. More to the point, Alexander Sorloth has put 3 past them. If Real Madrid are looking at the likes of Joselu for when they want a good old-fashioned big centre forward to add another dynamic to their game, then well, why not take a look at Alexander Sorloth? Cross comes in. Sorloth again, it's only just gone wide. Villarreal having a wonderful second half to this game. Alexander Moreno with the cross there. Just got his head up and played it over quickly. Sorloth was making the run into the area, and he really should have done better with that one. That was one of his easier chances. He just skimmed off his head and went well wide in the end. Villarreal coming forward once more. Coquelin gets bundled over. It's going to be a free kick to a Submarino Amarillo. Arda Güler, the guilty man this time, bringing down Francis Coquelin. Coquelin just on for his 18th appearance of the La Liga campaign. Santi Comasagna picks the ball up from Mosquera now. Spreads it wide to Alberto Moreno. He's got the runner ahead of him. Into the area they come now. Guedes forced back. Can he find Comasagna? Another rather telegraph pass. Breaks the play down. Only briefly though. Ball wide now looking for Bertrand Traoré. Can he keep it in play? He can. Right down by the corner flag, and then takes his eye off his son Waters. Fran Garcia was closing him. Out of play it goes. Well, what an opening 10 minutes to the half for Villarreal. They were 4-1 down at the break and they already looked out of it. But 2 goals in this half for Sorloth. Complete his hat-trick. And they're right back in this, and Real Madrid's long winning run under threat. I wouldn't quite say their unbeaten run is under threat just yet. But you wouldn't bet against Villarreal scoring again. But it's Real Madrid on the attack. It's not often I've said that in this second half. Arda Güler now. Dani Ceballos. Everything down the left-hand channel for Real Madrid at the moment. They come in field now with Arda Güler, but he's been crowded out. And they're quickly forward to Gerard Moreno now. He's got runners ahead of him. One of them is Guedes. Backheels it. Finds Sorloth. He's done it! Incredible! Alexander Sorloth has made it 4-4, and he scored his 4th goal of the afternoon, his 3rd goal in 11 second half minutes. Would you believe? I can't believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe what I'm telling you. Here on Flash Score this evening, Villarreal 4-1 down at half-time. Just 11 minutes later, it's 4-4 up against the champions, Real Madrid. And Alexander Soloth is having one of his career best performances, and he's getting plenty of support from the likes of Guedes and Gerard Moreno, who are involved in that opportunity. Moreno slipped the ball forward. Guedes with an incredible back heel, straight back to Moreno, who with his first touch played the ball across the 18-yard box. And Soloth just opened up his body. He beat Militao to the ball, guided it past both him and Andre Lunin into the opposite corner, and he puts his hand up in celebration, showing all 4 fingers. Alexander Soloth, I'm updating his goal scoring stats for the season every couple of minutes. He's up to 23 now in La Liga, and Villarreal coming forward again. Comesaña believed he'd won the ball back fairly, but no. Foul, says Alejandro Jose Hernandez. Free kick for Real Madrid midway inside their own half. One back there by Gonzalo Guedes, who got to the edge of the area. Now, he thought he'd been fouled. And the home crowd at La Ceramica briefly upset, but they are overjoyed with their team's comeback in this second half. I said you couldn't bet against them scoring again. Well, they proved it just a couple of minutes later. 58 minutes gone in the game. It's Villarreal 4, Real Madrid 4. Back now with Jorgensen. Albiol to the Danish keeper again. Modric trying to put him under some pressure, but easily finds Coquelin. Comesaña tries to find Guedes. The ball is a little bit overhit. Real Madrid regain possession on the halfway line. What we see now from Real Madrid, are they going to switch things up? Are they going to just click into gear again? Will Ancelotti make any changes? Because they are being outplayed completely in this second half. I commentated for Flash Score on Villarreal's 5-3 win away at Barcelona. That was really something. Well, they're enjoying another afternoon against one of the biggest two in Spain. A win today would actually be the first time, as a cross from Fran Garcia goes behind, the first time that they've beaten Real Madrid and Barcelona in the same season since 2006-2007 under Manuel Pellegrini. I thought I wouldn't have to reach for that stat at half-time. But they're 1 goal away from doing it and scoring 5 on both occasions. Real Madrid are going to make their first 2 changes. We're not quite at the hour mark, 20 seconds away from it. And Eduardo Camavinga and Nacho are being reached to by Carlo Ancelotti. Can the club captain and the defensive midfielder shore things up at the back for Real Madrid, who are leaking goals at the moment? Eder Militao comes off. Nacho comes on for him. I'm just waiting for the confirmation of who Eduardo Camavinga has come on for. It might be Brahim Diaz, but let's wait for confirmation. Don't want to be giving you any wrong information. We are, of course, over the hour mark now. Villarreal lose possession on the halfway line. And it was Fede Valverde, in fact, who came off. He's been replaced by Eduardo Camavinga. During the celebrations, side of celebrations, Carlo Ancelotti said that he had one dream, and that was to dance with Eduardo Camavinga. I think he's hoping his midfielder can do a bit more than dance. In fact, he's hoping probably can break up some Villarreal dancing in the midfield at the moment. Modric was caught by Coquelin. Free kick, and Coquelin seems to be moving rather gingerly, and he was one of the three that came on at half-time. They won't want to lose him. He's making his way off the field. I think it might just be for a little bit of treatment. He's starting to walk a bit more comfortably off the field now as he reaches the sideline, so he might be okay. But Villarreal very briefly down to 10 men. Barcelona winning 1-0 against Rayo Vallecano. Girona now 2-0 up against Valencia. As it stands, Real Madrid moving on to 94 points. Starting the day, of course, on 93, so with 2 to play, 99 is the maximum. Maybe they can still reach that as Modric finds a man out wide and the shot comes in. It was Arda Güler on a hat-trick of his own, of course. Cut inside and from the corner of the area unleashed a powerful effort, and Jurgensen was rooted to the spot. And it went just over the top of his crossbar. If that dipped a little bit more, then that would have been the first hat-trick in the Real Madrid career of young Arda Güler. And now Real Madrid starting to put Villarreal under some more pressure, and they're struggling to find their way out of their own area at the moment, Villarreal, let alone their own half. Eric Bailly plays the ball along his own 6-yard box. Does manage to find Raúl Albiol. And having moved the ball out to the right wing, they cut in field now, Villarreal, but Gonzalo Guedes has gone down, and Luka Modric is coming forward with it. He's found a man. It's the chance for Güler, and it won't sit up for him. Now the shot comes in, it's blocked, it's gone out for a corner. Oh, it's end-to-end stuff. Shot from Dani Ceballos there that was blocked has gone out for a corner, and just for a brief moment, it looked like Arda Güler had his hat-trick opportunity. Modric got to within 25 yards and he saw Güler in space on the right-hand side of the area. Managed to find him, but Alberto Moreno did just enough. Got back quickly. Eric Bailly helping out as well. It was Bailly who blocked. Oh, in fact, it came off Arda Güler, who was on the ground, having lost possession. So it will be a goal kick rather than a corner. Now we've gone a whole 8 minutes without a goal. What on earth has happened in the second half? It's still Villarreal 4, Real Madrid 4. If you've missed any of the action, well, where have you been? Again, play broken up by Real Madrid on the halfway line. It was Gerard Moreno who was bundled to the ball that time. Bit of a loose touch there from Nacho, but no one around him to make the situation dangerous. Plays the ball square to Antonio Rudiger. Wide he goes to Vázquez, who's had a much quieter second half thus far. Forward now to Joselu. Arda Güler. Out wide to Brahim Diaz. Camavinga linking up with Luka Modric. Dani Ceballos out wide. Camavinga now. Modric on the wing. Camavinga once more. Back to the Croatian. Brahim Diaz, Dani Ceballos all linking up over on that far side, but no one really wants to put the cross in at the moment. Are they trying to slip one through to Arda Güler? In the end, Villarreal managed to take their chance and break up the attack, and maybe they can move the ball swiftly. Gerard Moreno looking for Bertrand Traoré, who'd made the run over the top, but the pass to him not particularly accurate. And Real Madrid lose it on the halfway line again, and good turn by Gerard Moreno. He's been brought down by Eduardo Camavinga, who now is going to be on a tightrope for the next 25 minutes, having come on because he's had his name taken by Senor Hernandez. Just losing his cool there, Eduardo Camavinga. Got beaten fair and square by Gerard Moreno. Clearly pulled him back, and there's an opportunity now for Villarreal to cross the ball into the box, and there's only going to be one target, surely, of this free kick. Gonzalo Guedes is over it. Bertrand Traore also interested. It's midway inside the Real Madrid half, on the Villarreal right-hand side, but not exactly wide out. So some work for Guedes to do. Over it comes, towards the back post. Oh, and free out there was Sorloth. And they went to mix it up a bit there by playing the ball to Sorloth, who'd made the run to the byline. And he was trying to hook the ball back across goal there, Sorloth, but couldn't connect with it, and it went out for a goal kick. And Real Madrid have moved the ball so quickly, and they're already crossing it into the box, and it's been gathered safely by Philipp Jurgensen. Rodrigo is getting ready to come on. Not quite in the final quarter of this game. It's 4-4 if you're joining us late, and Real Madrid were 4-1 up at half-time. 4 consecutive wins to nil for Real Madrid. They have a really poor record, in fact, at La Ceramica. They've drawn 5 and lost 1 of their last 6. It looks like they were cruising towards ending that run. And it's the end of the afternoon for Brahim Diaz. He is the man who's going to be replaced by the Brazilian forward Rodrigo. 10 goals for him so far this season. He'll be looking to make number 11 happen in the last 22 minutes of this game. Match the number on the back of his shirt. Gonzalo Guedes looks for Sorloth, but things starting to break down in attack now for Villarreal. One back by Comesaña, but illegally, says the referee. Camavinga this time drawing the foul rather than committing one. Free kick a few yards inside the Villarreal half, which they take short. Modric finds Rodrigo. His first touch is a pass out to Fran Garcia. Garcia, though, goes back to his captain, Nacho. He uses Antonio Rudiger. Lucas Vázquez finds Andre Lunin, who clears to Fran Garcia over on the Real Madrid left-hand side. To Rodrigo, but his touch is heavy and he's given the ball away. Bertrand Traore involved. Now Gerard Moreno trying to get away from Rodrigo's, trying to make up for his error. Cuts in field. Finds Gonzalo Guedes, who does well to dig out a pass to Alberto Moreno. He's been crowded out there over on the far side. He's gone down, and the referee thinks about it and does blow his whistle. Thought he was going to let that one go. It was Arda Güler who committed the foul. But he and Lucas Vázquez crowding out Alberto Moreno. Another opportunity, this one an even better chance really to put a cross into a dangerous area. Sorloth is being joined by Eric Bailly and Raul Albiol. Just over 20 minutes of the 90 still to be played. The free kick wide on the left-hand side. This is Alberto Moreno's territory. Got a short option in Gonzalo Guedes. Over it comes now. It's a good cross by Moreno, but headed away as far as Bertrand Traore takes the strike on from 25 yards. It's blocked. Modric and Arda Güler doing enough, it looks like, just to clear the ball away. Güler making a bit of a meal of it, in fact, and he's on his side a throw in, and that should relieve some of the pressure. We're inside the final 20 minutes. It's Villarreal 4, Real Madrid 4 at Estadio La Ceramica. Camavinga forward to Güler over the halfway line on the right wing. He plays the ball crossfield beautifully right onto the foot of Rodrigo. Rodrigo cutting in field, his fresh legs. Finds Dani Ceballos. Camavinga now to Modric. So many yellow shirts in front of him. He plays the ball to Fran Garcia. Back to Ceballos. Modric wants more. Ceballos is lingering out on the left wing. Plays the ball back to Nacho. Good defensive work. Great shape from Villarreal. They force Real Madrid back into their own half. Heavy touch from Modric, and he just does enough Just hooks the ball back 20 yards to Antonio Rudiger. Collects it again from the German, and facing his own goal, plays it to his goalkeeper Lunin. Lunin uses Nacho, finds Fran Garcia on the wing, down the line to Rodrigo. Quick pass back to Modric. Modric tries to play it through a couple of yellow shirted bodies, and it doesn't quite work out, and it breaks to Bertrand Traore. Needs some support from Joe Moreno, who's just bundled to the ground. I think it was Nacho who committed the foul there. And another opportunity for Villarreal with a free kick from out wide. Just caught him late there. Joe Moreno was going nowhere fast. Nacho trying to prevent the ball back from being played, trying to deflect it. Another change for Villarreal. It's going to be the former Tottenham and Watford man Etienne Capoue who's going to be coming on. That was the last action for Gerard Moreno. It seems like they might be happy with the point. Can't blame them considering they were 4-1 down. Etienne Capoue, the defensive midfielder, on for the striker Gerard Moreno. Overcomes Guedes' free kick. It's just flicked on by, it was Capoue in fact with his first touch at the near post, just trying to flick it into a dangerous area for someone to turn goalwards, but couldn't get the direction on it. Another opportunity gone for Villarreal. Etienne Capoue on for his 32nd appearance, just one goal for him in the league, that is, against Granada back in March. Also scored at home to Olympique de Marseille in the Europa League. 3 goals in just over 10 minutes at the start of the second half for Villarreal to complete an unlikely comeback against Real Madrid. Alexander Sørloth in the 48th, 52nd and 56th minutes. He had separated them all by 4 minutes. Lovely consistency by the Norwegian striker. Arda Güler giving Real Madrid the lead. He made it 4-1 in first half stoppage time. Joselu and Lucas Vázquez also on the score sheet. And those 4 Real Madrid goals were bisected by Sørloth's first of the afternoon. Poor clearance there by Albiol, and it's presented an opportunity for Real Madrid to get bodies forward. They move the ball out wide. Modric is in possession now. Infield now to Camavinga, trying to get away from Capoue. Uses Nacho wide to Fran Garcia. Garcia with the cross. It's into a dangerous area. Good header away under pressure there. Camavinga trying to keep it alive. It was Eric Bailly with the header, and it looks like Joselu is guilty of fouling the Ivorian centre-back. The two really were resting together, and Eric Bailly given the advantage there. I think that is the correct decision by the referee, but with those 50-50 challenges, the referee is always going to give them in the defender's favour. And once again, Villarreal struggling to clear their lines. Now they've given Real Madrid a free throw-in, I should say, midway inside their own half. So much talent on the bench for Real Madrid still. Just like Sir Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Junior, Toni Kroos. All still options for Ancelotti to turn to inside the final 15 minutes. Rudiger to Modric. Now Dani Ceballos turns on the halfway line, plays it out wide. Arda Güler. Another crossfield ball from Modric. This one slightly underhit. It's headed forward by Gerson Mosquera. He finds Bertrand Traore. Nice link-up play between Traore and Capoue, but the same couldn't be said for Traore and Mosquera. Ball just had to be belted away in the end by Villarreal, and it's in Nacho's possession. He has to turn away from Gonzalo Guedes and use Andriy Lunin. Camavinga. Rudiger plays it to his goalkeeper again. Once more, Camavinga. The same three, Rudiger, Camavinga and Lunin, all just passing the ball around, and finally Lunin clears, and it's headed forward by Traore to Guedes. Then Capu, his cross is deep, and Moreno has to really stretch for that one. Ball goes out of play, Real Madrid throw in. And Camavinga with a bit of a sloppy touch, and he needs Goulet to try and tidy up for him. He does well, the youngster. Infield he goes, Nacho now. Fran Garcia picks the ball up on the halfway line. Infield, Ceballos. Advantage played for Real Madrid for a foul on Garcia, but they're motoring forward with Rodrigo now. He cuts infield, slips one through, looking for Joselu. He tries to play the ball back to Rodrigo, but he couldn't, just knock the ball back into his path. Cleared away by Villarreal, up to Surloth. Surloth goes down under challenge on the halfway line, and Real Madrid come forward once again. It's like to slip it through to Goulet. Vasquez involved, back to Camavinga now. Camavinga infield. Seems to be going nowhere fast with it. Faisal in Ceballos, back to Fran Garcia. Those two again linking up on the left-hand side. Camavinga to Fran Garcia, who's in a crossing position now. Decides against it and plays it back to Dani Ceballos. Ceballos over to Fran Garcia and Arda Güler. Rodrigo now all operating on the right-hand side. Arda Güler waits for Rodrigo on his outside. Sees the ball now. Güler back to Modric. Camavinga turns. Fran Garcia, he puts a cross in, it's beyond Güler, and Vasquez robs possession at the back, and Alberto Moreno able to clear up as far as Rudiger, 10 yards inside the Villarreal half. He quickly finds Camavinga. It's all Real Madrid at the moment. Rodrigo skips past one into the area, past two, gets to the byline, and his shot, I think, came off the post. I think Jurgensen got some of it as well. Rodrigo had no option really to cut it back. There was no one there. He had to take the shot on himself. Skip past Santi Combasagna, and then Alberto Moreno was slipping to the floor, and there was no touch by Jurgensen. It should be a goal kick. The ball coming off the post. No real space there to slot the ball past Jurgensen. He did well, Rodrigo. Now there's going to be another change for Villarreal. And it's going to be Ramon Terrats who's coming on. We just cut to a replay of the equalising goal. A wonderful move between Guedes and Gerard Moreno. And Surloth was perfectly positioned, as he has been all afternoon, to slot home his fourth goal. Just over 10 minutes of normal time remaining. Alberto Moreno, I think, injured himself a couple of moments ago when he was stretching for a loose ball. He's gone off and he's been replaced by Ramon Terrats. He's on a yellow card as well, Moreno. Terrats on for the last 10 minutes. Mosquera in field to Etienne Capu, wide to Traore. Capu continued his run, and he skipped away past Camavinga. Oh, and his ball into the middle was poor, but Modric gives it away inside the area. Guedes crosses blocked though by Camavinga, and the loose ball breaks back to him. He's gone down with the challenge of Capu, and the referee gives a foul to the Angola-born Frenchman. There wasn't much of a challenge there from Etienne Capu, but there was just enough for Camavinga to justify throwing himself to the ground. He has stayed down. I think he is absolutely fine. I think he's just stayed down to give Real Madrid the opportunity to make another change. On comes Mario Martin for just his third appearance of the season, his fourth in the white shirt of Real Madrid. 20 years of age. Played 8 minutes against Alaves. last weekend. He's going to get 9 minutes this afternoon. He's coming on for one of the game's greats, former Ballon d'Or winner Luka Modric. Modric almost presenting an opportunity to Villarreal there. 38 years of age now, of course. Modric, can't be relying on him too much going forward. Real Madrid. But they've got another youngster coming through now, Mario Martin. Let's see what he can do. But having played the free kick short, Real Madrid have given the ball away, and it's Capu again, wide to Guedes. Cross comes in, looking for Saul, he's on the header, it breaks. Can he get the shot away, Capu? He can, but it's blocked. Cleared away, only as far as Coquelin. Coquelin spreads it wide to Guedes, puts the cross in, and it was just beyond Alexander Soloth. He made contact, but just the tiniest bit of contact, and the ball skims off his forehead and out for a goal kick. That was the opportunity. Oh, maybe he didn't make contact and it was actually off a Real Madrid player. No, there was a second replay which proves it just skimmed off Alexander Soloth's forehead and he couldn't make a solid enough contact. Oh, he could have had a fifth. There's just over 8 minutes, just over 7 minutes, my apologies, 7 minutes of the 90 still to be played. Real Madrid win themselves a free kick a couple of yards inside their own half. They play it short. They're biased to Camavinga. Back to Rudiger. Rudiger spreads it out to the right-hand side. Goulet now trying to take on a couple of defenders. Has to use Rudiger though once more. Nacho. Ceballos getting in a bit of a muddle up against Bertrand Traore, but goes back to Lunin. Well, Lunin to Camavinga. Camavinga with a poor ball, but Bertrand Traore can't make the most of it. Dani Ceballos and then Traore catches Dani Ceballos. Free kick to Real Madrid and a yellow card for the former Aston Villa man, who's often plays as a centre forward, but out on the wing this afternoon. Real Madrid attack down the left hand side. Fran Garcia tries a cross and it comes off Gerson Mosquera and it looks like it's gone out for a Real Madrid corner. Are they going to win this topsy-turvy match after all? 8 goals in the first 56 minutes. We hit 84, overcomes the corner, it headed away easily at the near post. Dani Ceballos picks it up, back out to the corner taker Rodrigo, to the edge of the area. Can't get past Bertrand Traore though. Is there another opportunity for Villarreal to break? Nice turn by Traore. Almost loses possession, but Etienne Capu picks it up. Coming across to make a challenge is Mario Martin, and it's gone out for a Villarreal throw midway inside their own half. We're just seeing a slow motion replay of that chance, and oh, what a chance it was. Gonzalo Guedes screaming in disbelief. He can't believe after all the chances Soloth has taken that he couldn't divert that one goalwards. What an opportunity. And you cannot fault a striker who scores 4 goals in a game against Real Madrid, but I'm sure Soloth will be thinking about that one over and over again if the scores stay the same or if Real Madrid go on to win this game. Girona have gone 3... They went 3-0 up, I should say, against Valencia, but Pepe Lu has just scored a penalty to reduce that to 3-1. And just off the ball, the referee is showing another yellow card. And I believe it's Dani Ceballos who has been booked. I didn't get to see the reason for that one. Villarreal played the ball back following the free kick to their own goalkeeper, and they will build an attack again. Ball forward to Solo. Comesaña. Now Francis Coquelin. Etienne Capu takes over and plays the ball to Terrats. Terats into Surloff, back out wide. Now Capoue inside the last 4 minutes of the 90. Are we going to have a winner? Real Madrid unbeaten in the league since September when they lost to Atletico de Madrid. They're great local rivals. Well, they just hate playing at La Ceramica. They loved their afternoon in the first half, and it all unravelled so quickly in the first 11 minutes of the second half. Alexander Surloff scoring his second, third and fourth of the afternoon. There's been chances for both sides since then. Foul committed by Francis Coquelin against Dani Ceballos. Free kick for Real Madrid, midway inside their own half. They play it short. Nacho to Camavinga. He brings Antonio Rudiger into play. He saunters forward 15 yards, plays it out wide to Lucas Vázquez. Vázquez tries to battle past 3 Villarreal defenders. Can't do so, but his side end up winning a throw-in over on the far side. Ball played into Camavinga, drifts infield. Nacho now. Dani Ceballos on halfway. 2.5 minutes of the 90 to go. Forward to Rodrigo. Gets caught as he plays the ball out wide to Fran Garcia. The referee says no. Advantage coming. It will be a free kick to Real Madrid. And Raul Albiol, 38 years of age, he commits the foul. I'm going to need his experience in the final couple of minutes plus added time at the end of this game. Arda Güler is going to whip the free kick in with his left foot from the left-hand side. Plenty of angle here for the young Turkish international to work with. Over it comes from Güler. It's deep, and Jorgensen flaps at it. He doesn't claim, and they're still alive inside the 6-yard box with a foul committed by Lucas Vázquez. And the opportunity is gone. Vázquez lingering out the far post. He was beaten to the ball by Santi Comesaña, and he brought him down. Villarreal clear it away, and something else now has happened while I was being shown a replay. Marcelino not very happy. I think they were not happy with Villarreal taking the free kick quickly, and they've got to go all the way back into their own area. Referee making sure that Jorgensen takes it from the right place, and he goes short to Villarreal, but of course all white shirts are back in position now, and they can't catch them on the quick counter-attack. Eric Bailly gains a few yards, but Villarreal have to go back to the keeper in the end, Raul Albiol. Coquelin, nice ball to Guedes. He receives it back from Mosquera. Guedes still full of running. Wide now to Bertrand Traoré. Traoré to the edge of the area. Cutting in field. Traoré tries to catch out his near post. Good save by the goalkeeper. They can't get it clear. And it goes down. Camavinga inside the box again very easily. And he's drawn another foul. And another free kick for Real Madrid. And no one on the pitch for Villarreal, nor on the sideline, nor in the stands, is happy with the referee's decision there. Decent efforts from Bertrand Traoré. Camavinga again, just getting a little touch from Traoré, and down he went. On the ball again is Camavinga. He links up with Mario Martin, but then Joselu loses the ball on the halfway line. There's going to be 7 minutes added on at the end of this second half. Etienne Capoue. Forward to Traoré, who turns well, past Nacho. He goes down as he plays the ball to Guedes. And the cross, is it kept in by Andre Lunin? And the referee says yes. And the advantage was over, says the referee. So Villarreal get neither the free kick nor the corner. Real Madrid draw a foul. Mario Martin upended by Coquelin. And Marcelino has been booked for his protestations. The Villarreal manager shown the yellow card. 1 minute of the 7 that were added have elapsed. So the long ball forward looking for Rodrigo. Can't be kept in play by the Brazilian. Goal kick for Villarreal. Etienne Capoue receives it. Has to go back to Raul Albiol. From the edge of his own area, he turns the ball out wide to the left-hand side. Ramon Terraz, almost up to halfway. Linking up with Comesaña. Chipped over the top. Is it going to be kept in play? No, it drifts away, and it's a throw-in for Real Madrid midway inside their own half. Etienne Capoue trying a rather audacious pass forward. Didn't quite work out. Real Madrid play the ball back to Lunin, who quickly goes wide to Fran Garcia. Up to Dani Ceballos. Facing his own goal. Camavinga now. Turning away from Mosquera and showing some pace. He's gone down again. And again the referee gives a free kick to the Frenchman. Just under 5 minutes left of the 7 that were added on by the referee. Can Real Madrid continue their winning run? Not with a pass like that. Arda Güler, head in hands, trying to sweep the ball out wide to Lucas Vázquez, but just a bit too much pace on it. Another chance goes for Real Madrid. They're putting Villarreal under all sorts of pressure. Mario Martin not giving up the ghosts. Throw in for Villarreal again, level with the edge of their own penalty area. Ramon Terraz forward. And it's just beyond Santi Comesaña. Real Madrid win possession back inside the opposition half. Camavinga square to Ceballos. Ceballos forward, is just behind Joselu. Villarreal can clear. Almost up to halfway. Comesaña just has to hold the ball up. He's fouled. About 5 yards inside his own half. Wide on the Villarreal left-hand side. Lucas Vázquez this time catching his opponent. Etienne Capoue will take the free kick for the Yellow Submarine. Plays it short, receives it back. Quick 1-2 between him and Coquelin. Now over the top, looking for the run of Sorloth. Have they found him? Yes, they have. Sorloth trying to turn past Rudiger. He plays the ball across and is too far ahead of Gonzalo Guedes. And it runs on out for another goal kick for Andre Lunin to take. Just in these last few minutes, Sorloth and Guedes losing their telepathic understanding that they showed earlier in this second half in particular. 3 minutes still to be played of the 7 that were indicated. We've barely stopped in that time, so unless something happens in the next few minutes, the referee will blow his whistle and the points will be shared, but the ball given away cheaply by Real Madrid. Chip forward. Will this be an opportunity? It won't quite sit up at the edge of the area for neither Sorloth nor Comesaña. And Real Madrid can clear up to Rodrigo. He runs out of room midway inside the Villarreal half. Throw in for the home side to Bertrand Traoré, but a heavy touch from him. Made a bit of a mess of that one. Villarreal, but have they drawn the foul? Bertrand Traoré was caught. Free kick. Another one which they try to take quickly, but once again the referee forcing them back. Mosquera to Etienne Capoue. Played it square to Coquelin. Coquelin had to dig out a pass. Looking crossfield to Terraz, but it was too far ahead of him. We're inside the last 2 minutes of the 7. Real Madrid have a throw in a few yards inside their own half. Infield to Mario Martin. Nacho, and there's 2 balls on the pitch now. Stoppage in play. Lunin just clears it away. And the referee has to just drop the ball at Nacho's feet. Real Madrid will play Real Betis at home on the last day of the season before that UEFA Champions League final against Dortmund, which you'll be able to listen to live on Flashscore. But will they lose their long unbeaten run? Because Traoré has played the ball wide, so there's an opportunity perhaps for Villarreal. Now Etienne Capoue. Why they go? They've still got the advantage. The cross is blocked. And that might just about be that. Arda Güler steps away so well, and his attempted crossfield ball is met by the head of Bertrand Traoré. We're inside the final minute of the 7. Is there going to be one last chance for Villarreal? They're the ones in the ascendancy at the moment. Square to Mosquera, who's getting forward on the right-hand side. He tries a cross, but is really well blocked. Excellent work there at the back by Dani Ceballos. Rarely gets 90 minutes in a Real Madrid shirt, and he's put in a great effort for his side this evening. He's in the way again as Mosquera just tries to chip one forward. So we're got seconds remaining. Real Madrid will go 24 matches unbeaten in all competitions, unless here come Villarreal, and the cross from Capoue is blocked. It's gone out for another throw. Traoré to Capoue, trying to get the better of Fran Garcia. Capoue, can he win himself a corner? No. He's lost possession, and Real Madrid should be able to clear their lines. And that is that. Real Madrid were coasting towards victory at half-time. They were 4-1 up, thanks to 2 goals from Arda Güler, 1 from Lucas Vázquez and 1 from Joselu. In between those 4, Alexander Surloth had scored for Villarreal, and it just looked like a question of how many at the break for Carlo Ancelotti's champions. But not once, not twice, but 3 times early in the second half, Villarreal, and in particular Alexander Surloth, scored to level matters at 4-4. Alexander Surloth rightly given the man of the match award. Their 8-match unbeaten, their 8-match winning run, I should say, comes to an end for Real Madrid. They're 24 now unbeaten in all competitions, and they're 31 unbeaten in La Liga. But they were given a mighty, mighty scare by Marcelino's Villarreal. Villarreal, who just pick up a point. They've got an away trip to Osasuna on the final day. And it's finished at Estadio de la Cerámica